Good morning, students. In the last class, we are discussing about what is meant by error and what is meant by precision. We discussed in the last class. Now we will continue. How many types of errors are there? How they defined? Let us discuss about this. First of all, types of errors. Errors are basically classified into two types. First one will be systematic errors. Second one will be random errors. Point is clear? Two types of errors will be there. First one will be systematic error and the second one will be random error. What is meant by error? The difference between the measured value and true value is called as the error. Again, these systematic errors are classified into three types. First one will be instrumental errors. Second one will be constant errors. Third one will be personal errors. These systematic errors, again they classified into three: instrumental errors, constant errors and personal errors. Okay, how we will define the systematic errors? What is the definitions of them? If you see, first of all, systematic errors. If errors are unidirectional, then the errors are called systematic errors. If the errors are unidirectional, then the errors are called as the systematic errors. Systematic errors are classified into three types. First one will be instrumental errors. Second one will be constant errors. Third one will be personal errors. Point is clear? Systematic errors are classified into three types: instrumental errors, constant errors and personal errors. How we will define them? Let us see. Instrumental errors means because of the resolution of that instrument, some error will arise. That type of error will be called limitations of the instrument. If error arises, that type of error will be called as the instrumental error. What is the meaning of that? See, first one, instrumental, or made it as A, B, C. Already 1, 2 we wrote it as random and this one. So, instrumental errors. Okay, how we will define this one? Due to the limitations of instrument, due to the limitations of instrument, If error arises, those errors are called instrumental errors. Okay, due to the limitations of the instrument. For example, one chalk piece is there, this chalk piece is there. Okay, the length of this chalk piece may be 5.2154 centimeter. Exactly, if we measure this length of this, we got its length as 5.2154 centimeter. Let it be. Now I am measuring its length by a meter scale. Then how much we will get? I will get 5.2 only. More than the value what is there, that we cannot get using a meter scale. Using a vernier calipers, I measured its length. I got 5.21 centimeter. So either minimum how much length we can measure by using meter scale, 0.1 centimeter. Clear? Less than that any value is there, we can't measure by using the scale. That's why how much value I got? 5.2. Using vernier calipers, I measured its length, the same chalk piece length. I got 5.21 centimeter. If I measured using a screw gauge, I got its length as 5.215 centimeter. Clear? Then what will happen? Some limitation will be there. Beyond that instrument cannot measure. Because of the limitations of the instrument, if error arises, those errors are called as the instrumental errors. Next, second one will be constant errors. What is meant by constant errors? If error is constant throughout the experiment, then that error will be called as the constant error. If error remains constant throughout the experiment, that error is called constant error. Throughout the experiment, same error we are getting. Those type of errors are called as the constant errors. Next, third one will be personal errors. Due to the personal disability of experimenter, if error arises, those errors are called personal errors. due to the personal disability of the experimenter. Somebody is having eye defect. Actually, when the reading is 5.8 centimeter, for them it will appear as 5.7 centimeter only. Understanding? Actual reading is 5.8 centimeters, but for him how it will appear? 5.7 centimeters only, like that it will appear for him. Some traffic lights will be there, red, green, orange colors will be there. For some person, because of eye defect, red color will appear as a green color. Green color will appear as a red color, maybe, because of the eye defects. Then what will happen? Accidents will happen in that case. Okay, like that, because of the personal disability of the experimenter. If error arises, those errors are called as the personal errors. It will change from person to person, but error will be systematic for that person. Understanding? It will be unidirectional, means always. So one person is having eye defect. He said reading is 5.7 centimeter. Then we had to consider it as 5.8 centimeter. Always if the reading is 6.5 centimeter, he say, we had to consider it as 6.6 centimeter. In that manner, the error will be systematic only, but person to person it will change due to the disability of that person. If error arises, that type of error will be called as the personal errors. So, systematic errors will be three types. First one will be instrumental errors. Second one will be constant errors. Third one will be personal errors. Next, after finishing of these, what are random errors? How we will define the random errors? We are doing experiment with current. Suddenly high voltage came. We can't expect that one. Suddenly high voltage came. Then some error will be arise in the experiment like this. So because of unexpected things, if suddenly error arises, that type of error is called as the random error. We are doing the experiments with heat. We are assuming room temperature is constant, but suddenly room temperature falls, suddenly room temperature increases, then error will arise in the experiment. Suddenly wind is blowing, then error will arise. So like this, because of unexpected things, suddenly error arises. That error will be called as the random error. For example, one person is there. He used to measure the temperatures for every 30 minutes, like that one experiment is there. In physics, some experiments day to day, 2 days, 3 days, we had to conduct. One person work is every 30 minutes. What is the temperature of that boiler? We have to note it down. Let us assume that is his work. Then what will happen? First he wrote 90 degrees centigrade. After 30 minutes he wrote the temperature as 91 degrees centigrade. After 60 minutes he wrote it as 92 degrees centigrade. After 90 minutes he wrote it as 93 degrees centigrade. After 120 minutes, actually 94 degrees will come. He is thinking somewhere and he noted down the temperature as 49 degrees centigrade. Instead of 94, he is thinking somewhere and he wrote it as 49 degrees centigrade. Then error will come. Understanding? Suddenly this scientists will also not able to understand suddenly why the temperature fall is came. So then error will come in his because he is careless little bit, thinking somewhere and note down the readings like this, then error will come. So random error means unexpected error. We can't expect that error, but error came in the experiment. Those type of errors are called as the random errors. So how we will define the random errors means, okay, the errors which are irregular, where cause is don't know. The errors are irregular, which are irregular where cause is don't know, are called random errors. Okay, like this. Errors will be classified into two types: systematic errors and random errors. Systematic errors will be three types. First one will be constant instrumental errors. Second is constant error. Third one will be personal error. Okay. Next, after finishing of this, some problems they will give. They will ask to calculate what is the average value, what is the absolute errors, find the mean absolute error, find the percentage error. Like that problems will be there. How to do that problems, we'll take one or two examples for that, and if we do, everything will be clear for you. Those are simple only. Absolute error, mean absolute error. In the same way, percentage error, relative error, what is the mean value, how to calculate, one by one we will discuss. You write this problem, all of you. Write this problem, all of you. In an experiment, the values of, write down all of you. In an experiment, the values of refractive index of glass, refractive index of glass was found to be, refractive index of glass was found to be 1.54, 1.53, 1.44, 1.54, 1.56 and 1.45. In successive measurements, calculate mean value of refractive index. Mean value of refractive index 2. Absolute error in each measurement. Absolute error in each measurement. Mean absolute error for relative error 5 percentage error. Okay, in an experiment, the values of refractive index of glass was found to be 1.54, 1.53, 1.44, 1.54, 1.56 and 1.45 in successive measurements. Calculate mean value of refractive index, absolute error in each measurement, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Simple problem only. Easily we will calculate all. First we will calculate mean value means what. How to calculate mean value? One by one we will do. Pause the video and write the problem and try to do along with me, all of you. Okay. First one, mean value. Mean value means what is the experiment here? A person want to find refractive index of the glass. He measured 6 times. 6 times, 6 different values here came. Average value will be called as the mean value. So average means 6 na total readings. 1.54, 1.53, 1.44, 1.54, 1.56, 1.45. Add all readings by 6. If 5 readings are there, take 5. 4 are there, add 4 by 4. 7 are there, add 7 and by 7. That will be called as the mean value. Clear understanding? Try to add, find its value, how much it is. All of you try to do. So 1.54, add all of that. Here I am writing. So 4, 3, 7, 4, 11, 4, 15, 6, 21, 5, 26. So here 6. Here 2, 4, 6, 5, 11, 5, 16, 4, 20, 25, 30. Here 3 will come. 3, 6, 6 are there, 9.06 by 6. Just add all of that. 9.06 by 6 will come. So this value will be 1.6 ones are 6, 30, 6 5 will 1.51. Clear? 6 ones are 6, 30 will come, means 6 5s, 1.51. So, the mean value of all readings is equal to 1.51. Clear? Simple only. That is called average value or mean value. Next. after mean value, absolute errors in each measurement they are asking. Absolute error in the each measurement. How to calculate that one? See, first, absolute error in first measurement. Absolute error in first measurement is equal to modulus of mean value is how much? 1.51. What is the first reading? 1.54. 1.51 minus 1.54, that value 0 minus 0.03. Because of modulus, that value will be 0.03. 1.51 minus 1.54, that value 0.03. Next, absolute error in second measurement is equal to 1.51. What is the second reading? 1.53. This value 0.02. Write down all of you. Absolute error in the second measurement 1.51 minus 1.53, 0.02. Next, absolute error, simple only, in third measurement is equal to 1.51 minus 1.44. Actually it is plus only. 1.51 minus 1.44 means 0.07. Okay, that is the error in the third measurement. Simple only, not too much difficult, not like that. This is simple. Next, absolute error in fourth measurement. Absolute error in the fourth measurement, this one, 1.54. This value 0.03. Absolute error in fifth measurement. This is fifth, 1.56. This is 0.05. Okay, absolute error in sixth measurement. This is sixth, 1.51 minus 1.45, 0.06. Either it is minus or plus. Modulus is there, you have to write it as plus. That's it. Okay, like this we will get the values 1.56, 1.54, 53, 1.44, 1.54, 1.4. So totally we'll get these values are like this. This is, in this way you have to calculate the absolute errors in each measurement. Next, see the third one. Clear? Is it understanding? Not too much difficult. Simple only. Mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. Third one. So 6 errors are came. 6 absolute errors are came. Average of all of that will be called mean absolute error. So here error how much? 0.03, 0.02, 0.07, 0.03 plus. In this error will be 0.05. Here error will be 0.06. Whole divided by 6. We got absolute errors in all measurements. The average of all of that will be called as the mean absolute error. Add this 3, 2, 5, 7, 12, 3, 15, 5, 20, 26. So 0.26 by 6. 0.4, 24 will come here. 20 will be there, means 6 3s are 18. 0.433 like that it will come. This is called mean absolute error. Clear? Understanding? Mean absolute error means the average of all the absolute errors, that will be called as the mean absolute error. Add 5, 7, 12, 3, 15, 5, 20, 26 by 6, 0. Wait. Here we wrote wrong. 0.043 enough. This is called mean absolute error. Next. Fourth one, relative error. How to calculate the relative error? So 0.043 by relative error means mean absolute error by mean value is called relative error. Mean absolute error relative error means mean absolute error by mean value. How much we got here? 0.043 by 1.51. Use the calculators, try to calculate. This value will be called as the, or you keep like this, nothing wrong is there. That will be called as the relative error. Next, fifth one, percentage error. Means relative error into 100, that will be called as the percentage error. So 0.043 divided by 1.51 into 100, 4.3 by 1.51. Use the calculators and try to find this value. Write this value here and write this value here. Those are the relative and percentage errors. In that manner, we can calculate relative and percentage errors. Point is clear? Now, in the same manner, I will give one more problem for you. Try to do. All of you try to do that one. Next problem. You understand this one? Mean absolute error by mean value will be relative error. Relative error into 100 will be equal to percentage error. Right now, I don't have the calculator right now. That's why you calculate and you write the values here. Okay? Next. Write this problem. The length of a pole is measured 5 times. The length of a pole is measured 5 times and the readings are 2.63, 2.56, 2.43, 2.71 centimeter and 2.80 centimeter. Calculate. First, mean value of length 2. Absolute errors in each measurement. Next, 3. Mean absolute error relative error percentage error. Okay, you do this one. Next class I will provide the answers for this. You check with that. Just do this one. Same procedure. Mean value, add all of this 5 and divide it by 5. Absolute error in each measurement. The average of all absolute errors will be mean absolute error. Relative error means mean absolute error divided by mean value. Percentage error means relative error into 100. Try to do all of you this one. In the next class, I will provide the answers. In 1 or 2 classes, the entire chapter will complete and we will start doing the problems in this.